Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Coleman. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Second down to the air. Left side is Hoffman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quick give. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Out wide left, it's Terry. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Rush is on. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Trying to get started. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
Missouri, 9. Michigan State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Running inside. It's Shepard. Plows through the defense. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I got to say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Left side is Collier. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. There he goes! Dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Got to make the play on fourth. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Missouri, 9. Michigan State, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Leaves it in his belly. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right side, it's Terry. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Out wide left, it's Collier. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Snapped on 4th down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown!
find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. See that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. From the gun, it's Coleman. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inactive in his pass.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side is Little. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Johnson. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, You know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man on the RPO. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first. Under pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. On the move. Unloads it left. Couldn't set his feet.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Looking to throw. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Needs it here on fourth down. Taking a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Johnson. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better.
And he's got room. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Shepard. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quick give. It's Coleman. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Flush to the left. He throws one to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Caught on the RPO. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! After the touchdown, if they can get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Picked off.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got an alley. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Shepard. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Cuts it upfield. It's Shepard. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time and try to get their...
And he's in. Pounding his way in for a score. Touchdown, Sparty.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Straight ahead, it's Coleman. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his back in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It's a reverse. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Looking for a crease. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. From the gun is Johnson. Pulled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Hits inside. It's Shepard. He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown Spartans. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Michigan State, 22.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going long. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Wants to go up top on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Spartan! And the beatdown has ensued. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Coleman. On the move is the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Fresh set of downs going up top.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look at the scoreboard, and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's loose on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really...
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And